Alright. Now, as the God Enki, and I call myself that not for no superficial reason. I could give you the whole movie. That's another damn video. This one is about Michael. You know, the thing with it is that we don't know who Michael is. Michael is very powerful. The angels that the Greeks use are the what we call the archangels. You got Michael, Sariel, Gabriel. Um, it's those, you know them. I don't be into names and all that. I just know them. So, anyways, my point is this. Michael being the head chief of everything. He's my teacher right now. I've been with him for a quick minute. And Sariel. If y'all didn't know it, this is new download, so y'all know it's new gods or new angels, with the archangel himself being the main teacher now. His character is Ryu from Street Fighter. Yeah, that character from Street Fighter. He comes and he dropped down like if you're in the astral world, you see an orb coming at you. This orb now, it just turns into a big ball of fire, and then all of a sudden a man dropped down in front of you. He hits on one knee, he get up and he start walking towards you. Right then and there, everything begins. I could give you that much information. You know, with giving out information about all this stuff, I have to be careful because I could injure other people. So I'm responsible for whatever I do. But I've been trained, you know, I'm not just a regular astral talking metaphysic person, because I would have books and references to tell you and names of shit. I don't know the name of them because I didn't study it like that. All I know is they're teaching me and I'm doing it. I'm passing it on to you, and that's how they want it. They don't want me to equate it to nothing more than what it is. That's why they use somebody who don't have no metaphysical training background. Because like Dr. Sabi, because he didn't read those books, he was able to come up with the cures. Same here. I didn't read the books, so I'm able to help. So on that note now, Michael is here. He assumes that character. That's his avatar. If you see him, that's how I see him as, and that's how he comes. I don't see none of them angels that y'all talking about in them books, the Bible. None of that exists. You're going to see fairies like that, but those is not all the way looking like that. You see them kind of like orbs, you know. Somebody asked me, what do you do with the orbs? Well, for the record, I can't disclose information like that because, like I said, I'm responsible for what happens to anybody in those worlds. Those worlds is real. You know, some people go there on their own, and then some people are chosen. And then you have other people that have lessons in different fields and different dimensions of density. Some of them are spiritual administrators. They get to work with what's called the black cube, the black germ, which is like a puppet master of all in reality. You could control the virtual reality, not just in your meditation, and it comes later on or after. No, with the black cube, you control reality in real time just by focusing it and pulling it up, you know? So it's deep. That's the Kaaba or whatever, the Ark of the Covenant, because they bring it to you. It's like it leave one group and it comes to another group. It's being hauled, like how you see the picture of the pyramids, stone builders with all of them pulling a stone. That's how big it would be. And they all work together to extract it from one place. It comes through the sun and to you. That's how it works. Right now, I got the Ark of the Covenant. I've been holding it since the day of the eclipse. You understand? I could tell you the movie, the story. We represent my family or the people that does this with me. The Black Horseman, first of all. This dude they call him too, if you want to Google him and see if I'm kidding with what I'm saying. They call him the man in the black hat. This dude been harassing me from I was 2 fucking years old. All my life I couldn't sleep, kept me in sleep paralysis. I was fucked up for a long time. By the time I was in my early 30s, I had diaries of him attacking me. But I fought him. I fought him one day like in my mid-30s. After I couldn't take it no more. You could say I had post-traumatic stress from all the years of me and him fighting. Or me trying to really just hide and cover myself. I never really fought until that day. I remember in Virginia sleeping on my homeboy's blow-up bed. All of a sudden, I felt him coming. My ears started ringing, and it's like everything turned to super slow motion. And so when that all of a sudden happened, this time I was like fed up with it. So I popped out my body, and I seen myself grab him, and I got his arms, and we're wrestling. And when I look, I could see him. I got a good look at him. It's just he has his head down. He wouldn't let me see his face. And his sombrero is very big, the rim of it, that it covered me from seeing underneath it to see his face. And he was just holding me while I'm trying to tussle with him. Now, after I did that, and I looked, I saw myself on the floor laying still on the bed. That fucked me up. I just stood in surprise, like, what the hell? So when I did that, he disappeared. And then it seemed like I morphed back in my body. I don't know if he went in my body or really it was just him teaching me how to astral project, which is really the gateway into how I learned how to astral project. So I do believe that's what these scary lessons is for. We're running from ourselves or spirits that's trying to teach us how to get out the body. And they use fear to do it because it's a tactic that you need. If you don't have fear in the astral world, you're not going to experience it the right way. You understand? Because once you get the idea, you enter it changes. You enter what's called the tuat, the underworld. And now you're going to be judged. And a whole bunch of shit start unfolding with Set being the head leader of the lower chakra world, the red zone, which you have to make it through. Your choices you do in this world, what you think about good and bad, evil and this, all affects that reality. You're going into mind. Mind is detected by mind. That's why I always say my mind is your mind. So being that we're going in a membrane of mind, whatever you think is going to be reflected back to you. But behind what you're thinking is the truth. Not behind what you're thinking, behind the reflection is the truth, but you're not going to see the truth. Your thoughts is going to mess with you. So when you're in the astral world, you see all this beautiful stuff, all these cities, all these pyramids and temples. Yeah, that's the beginning. But after you notice that and you get beyond that, things change.